Hi, Heidi Adams here, founder and creator of the Human Being Manifesto, where lives are changed across generations because we understand dignity, honor, and respect is a requirement. I'm here at the train station in Glasgow, Montana, waiting for the train to come. It's been a couple hours late. My father's on his deathbed in Seattle, and I'm hoping to get there before he passes. And I'm colder than doggone here today. Anyway, I'm reminded that how important it is that we learn people's life lessons before we lose them. Dad's always been awesome at telling the stories of his life, the funny ones, stories of the war. He loves the war. He's a military man, right? Spent probably 4 or 5 years at it, but it consumed his entire life. And the songs of the troop that he was with, he was in the ski troops, went up Mount Belvedere in the middle of the night and took the Germans by surprise. And that's been so important to him for his entire life. He spent the last quite a few years. He's been the president of the 10th Mountain Division chapter in the Seattle area. And this last year's been really hard on him. Broke his leg, shattered his femur back in June, just after Mom crushed her knee, which was the last time I was down there. And it's so important that we talk to the people that we love and learn their life lessons. Understand where they've come from, what makes them who they are, what they are, what makes them important. Because once they're gone, we've got no way to get their stories back. My grandfather, when he passed away, nobody knew because he didn't talk about his life. He's the most awesome man that I've ever had the privilege to know. But we didn't know that when he was young, his father shot his mother in the head and she lived, sold the family farm and moved from Minnesota to the Skagit Valley in the Pacific Northwest with her kids to keep them intact so she'd be close to her family. And now nobody can find her grave. So I'm telling you, it is so important that you spread your life lessons. Make sure that people know why you're important, what makes you important, what you've done in your life. Because once you're gone, there's no way, especially now. And it doesn't matter if you're Googled. If you're on the first page of Google, or even if Google can find you, who bloody cares? You are important. Learn your life lessons. Learn the life lessons of those that you love. Because once they're gone, there's no finding them out. I want you to subscribe to my channel. This is going to be quite the journey. It's my grandma, she passed on about 4 years ago. But this one with my dad's really hitting hard. And there's a storm in Seattle, otherwise I'd be on the road. I don't mind driving, but I'm not going to drive into insanity. And the doggone train's about 2 hours late. So should be here in about another half hour. But please go out of your way. Talk to your grandparents if you're lucky enough to have them. Talk to your parents. Find out where they came from, who they are, what makes them who they are, what's important in their life, what's important in your life. What will you take a stand on? What will you die for? What will you stand on top of the mountain and tell people is important? What's important to your grandparents? The kids these days, they don't care. Can't Google grandma. She doesn't mean anything. Of course she means something. She is your blood. Grandpa's your blood. Learn their lessons. Spread their lessons. It's important. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video because it's going to be quite the ride. We'll see who we can meet on the train here in the next 24 hours. Pardon me. And we'll talk to you soon.